Bless, bless, bless. It's the Down to Earth podcast, another hip hop review straight to you. I'm gonna review this legendary hip hop artist, Tupac Amaru Shakur. Yup, the All Eyes on Me album that came out February 13th, 1996. But I actually remember, I swear, it was before 96. American brethren of mine, he had the double album and he was showing me and my brother the album. And we're like saying, what is this? But yo, it was that legendary album by Tupac, right? All Eyes on Me. I'm gonna give you the track list. Uh, All Eyes on Me, right? Ambitions as a writer. All About You, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, and Drew Down. That's the West Coast. Scandalous. I remember that song with Nate Dogg. Scandalous, scandalous. It's so scandalous. Okay, I got my mind made up. Method Man, Redman, and Corrupt. Classic combination of the East Coast and the West Coast, right? You know, Daz was a big producer on this album as well, not just Dr. Dre. How Do You Want It? Casey and JoJo, you know, legendary singers from the group Jodeci. I remember Jodeci back in the day, trying to remember it, right? How Do You Want It? How Do You Feel? Remember that? And two of America's Most Wanted, Snoop Dogg and Tupac. That is a banger. That is one of my favorite tracks on the whole entire album, right? Ain't nothing but a gangsta party, party, right? No More Pain by Tupac, Hearts of Men, Life Goes On, right? Only God Can Judge Me, Trading War Stories. We trading war stories with Sibo, Storm, CPO, California Love, the remix, Dr. Dre, and Roger Troutman. Rest in peace. I Ain't Mad at Ya, Danny Boy, right? I ain't mad at ya. Remember that? Okay. What's your phone number? Right? Danny Boy again. He was on the death row. Can't See Me, George Clinton, legendary artist, you know, with that funk, that funk. Okay. Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. That's another one. Holla at Me. Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. Man, Tupac had a lot of stuff, man. When We Ride. And then he has the other one, Thug Passion with Jewel and Storm. Thug Passion, baby. Remember that? Picture Me Rolling, Big Psych, Danny Boy, CPO, Boss Hog. Then you got Check Out Time, Corrupt, Big Psych. Big Psych is one of Tupac's close friends. Rest in peace to him too. Rather Be a Nigga, Richie Rich, All Eyes on Me, Big Psych, Run the Streets, Michelle Lee, Napoleon and Storm, and then Ain't Hard to Find, E40, Be Legit, Richie Rich, and Heaven Ain't Hard to Find. So let me count them all. You got the songs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Correct me if I'm wrong. Double album. This album is like highly regarded in hip hop, period, right? Hip hop, this album is one of the top albums of all time. Tupac's album, All Eyes on Me. Everybody knows, if you know hip hop, if you do know hip hop, you should know this album. This is before he, basically 7 months, this came out 7 months before he passed away, Tupac Shakur, before he got murdered, right? 7 months. Daz Dillinger from the Dog Pound put a lot of work into this. Dr. Dre. Why didn't I say Did I say California Love? Because they had a remix too. California Love should be on this, right? This is the double album. I swear, I'm looking at the track list. And you should be seeing this California Love, right? But Tupac's album, untouchable. This All Eyez on Me album. Studio album he was working on actually on 95, because 95 is when they signed Tupac, somewhere in 95. He was working from October all the way until I guess it was completed in sometime in 96, before the release date, February 13th, right? A lot of features he has on this. He has a lot of his people on this. He got some of he got Outlaws on here, and he got Big Psych on here. A lot of the Bay Area rappers he got on here, and he got the Dog Pound on this album, right? A double album. But as I read the track list, I notice, I'm looking, right? I swear, like they must make a mistake on the internet or something. I don't see California Love. But that was a remix, right? Tupac jumped on that. I heard it wasn't really for Tupac, but he liked that vibe, and he done that, right? And he even has a video for that. So with Dr. Dre, before all the beef was really cooking up, and people start leaving the label. But All Eyez on Me, I don't know. Nothing really touches this. Tupac has a lot of albums, but this is by far one of my favorite albums. A lot of features. You could tell that they have a lot of samples that they had to clear. Death Row, Suge Knight had the power to do that. Yeah, what I'm saying, I made a mistake. There's California Love on the track list. It's the remix with Dr. Dre. I said it, right? But yeah, Tupac was very, very controversial. After this album dropped, he had his other album, right? I think it's called The 7-Day Theory, right? Machiavelli. That came after this, and after that was around when he died, like after he died, right? Basically, that was released, but he was working on that album too. So, yeah, All Eyez on Me, one of my favorite albums. Trading War Stories, I like that. Trading War Stories, Outlaws on the Rise, right? I ain't mad at ya. You remember that, right? Danny Boy, he got a video with the Bokeem, I think Woodbine. Correct me if I'm wrong. He got a video for that. Only God Can Judge Me, very popular track. Only God Can Judge Me, right? Hearts of Men. I remember most of this album, and it's like a lot of tracks, a double album, and I remember most of it. That's to show you how influential Tupac is, how powerful his message is. He got the thug love in there. He got consciousness in there, like speaking some real positive stuff, but it's mixed up with everything. Tupac. Cannot forget DJ Quick was one of the main producers also on this album. Great producer, great artist, DJ Quick. Tupac. Can't deny him. Rest in power to this legend. Bless up. It's your host, Sean Myrie of the Down to Earth podcast, and this was an album classic review of Tupac Shakur. All Eyez on Me. Bless up.